Being an outdoor professional, one question I get asked a lot is how to find jobs abroad in the outdoor industry. And I'm going to cover the topic in this video today. Namaskaram, everyone. So, this gesture is actually a kind of a greeting in the South Indian culture. In North India, they say namaste, and in South India, they say namaskaram. And I have picked it up from there and kind of thought of imbibing it in my regular life. And this is how I'm gonna, start my videos, I thought. And it actually means that I recognize the divinity in you. So, to get started, today's topic would be about how to find jobs abroad in the outdoor industry. So, before I get into it, I just wanted to give you all a brief introduction or background about how my outdoor journey has been like. Since I got in the outdoors, I was very driven. I just kept doing all kinds of courses, and I kept improving and developing my skills, whether it's a hard skill by doing mountaineering courses, or medical skill by doing wilderness first responder, or whether it's like a soft skill and learning how to communicate and developing your personality. So I kept doing that. I have always enjoyed outdoors, and I have been going out, climbing, trekking in the mountains, and things like that. But my journey started professionally actually when I did my mountaineering courses. Mountaineering course to start with, basic mountaineering, and then I did my advanced. So I did these courses, and after that, I started working, and I also did the rock climbing courses, and I started working as a trek leader or a mountain guide. And then I was all in, just living my life in the mountains and guiding people, and had such a blast doing that. And I did that for a while in India, in the Himalayas. And then I was just kind of thinking of exploring something else in the outdoors, because outdoors is a really big industry. There's so many kind of things you can do. You can get into skydiving instructor, you can be a paragliding instructor, you can be into water. So depends what you want to do, and the possibilities are endless. I've always wanted to travel, so I just combined the traveling and the outdoors, and together I just started looking opportunities abroad. And I found outdoor education was something which was really big, and it was gaining momentum. So after that, I did my wilderness responder course, and there's this very kind instructor of mine who recommended me and referred me to a company in USA. And then I did gave my interview, and I got selected, and I went there. So that was really quite an interesting journey for me to travel abroad and work there. So I did that. That was like more like a summer, kind of a summer camp for a couple of months. And while I was doing that, I got a job which was a little long term. Now let's talk about what are opportunities are there in the outdoors. So let me tell you that there's like so many diversity in roles. You can be a instructor in Norway, you can be a guide in the Alps, or you can be a guide in the Patagonia, in the and then an outdoor educator in Australia, an outdoor educator in the USA. Just the opportunities are endless. You can be a skydiving instructor. So it depends what you're passionate about, whether you want to get into education, you want to get into adventure, you want to be into conservation. There are a lot of NGOs you can work with. You can also work for outdoor gear companies. There's so many companies like REI, Decathlon, La Sportiva. There's just so many brands. So depends what you want to do, what your interest is in, and then you can accordingly do that. Let's talk about skills. What skills do you need, and what skills do companies seek when they hire people? So first of all, you will need the certification and the experience that the kind of job you are applying for. If you want to apply for outdoor education, then you should have work experience working with kids and leading programs in the nature and in the outdoors. If you're applying for kayaking instructor, then you should have the necessary certifications. And most of all, the skill and the certification that the companies look for is the wilderness first aid or the wilderness first responder, which is the advanced course of wilderness first aid, where you get to learn a lot of things, including how to make a tourniquet or how to make a splint, because that's the kind of skill people will have to depend on when they are in the nature where there's hardly any support. So that is big, and especially Knowles is a really good uh, company to do the course from, because it is recognized almost all over the world, and that's where I have done as well. Now let's come to where to find jobs. So personally, I would say I have been lucky because one of my instructors referred me to a company that is based in the US. But I have met and seen a lot of people who have just applied online, and that's how I found my second job when I was there, which was for the whole school year. This is the group I was talking about, where you can be a part of, and they regularly keep on posting jobs where you can apply. There's many groups, and I will mention all the groups that I'm a part of in the description, where you can join and be updated on all the latest jobs that are being posted. And this is the name of the company in the US where I first started working, which is a summer camp, and the name is Avid for Adventure. So you can even apply for this company for the 2026, and along with it, there's just thousands of summer camps which you can find online and apply, and most of them sponsor your visa and also reimburse half of your flight tickets. Now, this is the place where I found my second job when I was in the US, which is called Conservation Job Board, and the employers here are mostly based in the US. So, if you're interested in working there, then definitely you can check this out. And these jobs are mostly long term for the whole school year and permanent. So to give you some tips on how to stand out, one is to build your resume and keep developing your skills. Personally, I have used zety.com to make a good professional resume for myself, and which you can use, or there are many platforms these days, and where you can do that. And also, you should maintain a logbook, like documenting all your experiences in the outdoors, whether it's professional or personal. And a lot of companies do ask for that, and that will give you better chance to land a job for yourself. Now, before I close this video, I wanted to give you a little data about how the career in outdoor industry looks like in the future. Right now, the valuation of outdoor industry, or just generally the outdoor education in the world, is a little over than $500 billion, and that is expected to reach up to 1100 plus 1100 something $billion by 2032. And that's just, I'm talking about outdoor education. And there's just so many things in the outdoors, because right now, once you'll become a part of these groups, you will see there's just outdoor education companies just everywhere, whether it's US or Australia, Canada, New Zealand, in Europe, UAE, just everywhere, China, Vietnam. So it's just everywhere, and it's just growing because people are understanding that the value of it, and how kids belong there, how that's the natural habitat of the kids, how that's how they grow up, by learning to be in outdoors and run and be open and be free and learn experientially, and not by just by the textbook. So it is growing massively, and this is the best time to get into it if you're interested. And I wish you all the best for looking for jobs and developing your skill and becoming a part of the outdoors and just improving your lives, and just educating people about outdoors and how we are part of it and how we should conserve it, and then just care for the planet a little more. One thing I also want to talk about is the visa process. And a lot of times, a lot of these companies do sponsor your visas, but before you apply for the job or during the process, you need to ask them if they also hire international staff, because there are few countries which require you to have specific visa. For example, in the US or Canada or Australia, these visas are a little difficult to obtain, but it's like once you have your job finalized, the companies usually take care of it. But the visas in the UAE and Vietnam and Thailand, these are easy to obtain, but still you can check with the employer or the company, and they usually take care of it, and it's not much of a big deal. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope you had enjoyed the videos as much I have enjoyed making the video. And I wish you all the best for your future journey and with your job search. If you think my video was informative and if you want me to make more such videos, then just let me know how you felt. If you have any questions or just any feedback you had for me. Thank you so much.